few different things to say. The first, I have a question for the NKT people here. The present Karmapa engaged in many prayers for the death of the regent who brought in the other Karmapa recently, who died, and there was a lot of dispute about what happened when he died, because he wanted to have burial in Nepal. But the present Karmapa still made all the burial prayers for this person who brought in the other Karmapa, right? So my question is, will the NKT also do burial prayers, whatever ritual they use, for His Holiness the Dalai Lama when he dies? Because in the Tibetan tradition, even with your other people, you do it. So that's just a question, okay? My next, you can answer it.
No. We don't want anyone speaking from the
No, but later. No, you have another slot. The other is that Kelsang Gyatso had to be non-traditional because he was expelled from Serajay Monastery unanimously in 1996. So he has had to create his own systems because he can't do the orthodox. He doesn't have 5 fully ordained monks to have a traditional ordination. He has to create his own. So the system has developed step by step from there to become something quite different. The last thing is that, well, two more things very quickly. One is that we've created a Facebook group. Now, Facebook is fascinating because you can get contact with communities that are very different from say, in real life. So we're collecting information from Tibetans, from people on the ground in the monasteries. The other side have many websites already. The websites, the group we have on Facebook is called Talk About Shugden, and we're making lots of documents. We're having original documents from their website so you can read them. We're having all different information that we're collecting together. So from the Tibetan communities, we would please send in your side of the story as well, because that story isn't heard very much by us at all. And we've got people who can translate things. Sometimes it's a bit slow, but we do have translations. So please talk about Shugden on Facebook. The other one is, oh yes, on that Facebook group we're answering the videos. One by one we're going through the NKT ISC videos and having a conversation about them. So things like what Nishitashi is saying now is the continuity of that. The last thing is a bit of fun really. I was quite astonished when I went outside the NKT and started looking around at protector practices. And something that was really astonishing for me was how different the Shugden practice in the NKT was from protector practice elsewhere. And there was a lovely quote that one top teacher, the Tibetan teacher, said, "Oh no, that Shugden, Dogyo, this friend I had who was a practitioner, he used to order Shugden around like a servant." And the idea, instead of being that kind of, it's quite difficult to explain Hokjil in the NKT, but you are Shugden, Shugden goes through you and you manifest when you're teaching. But this thing of ordering Shugden around, I found a really kind of exciting idea. Then the oracle practice, that was amazing. It used to exist in the NKT. I saw it myself in 1995 in Brighton, because Kelsang Gyatso's uncle was the Shugden oracle. But it was kind of kept a bit secret, and then when all these difficulties happened, he decided to stay in India with his students. So that separation, that's also created more problems and separation for Kelsang Gyatso, because he's had to make his own world, if you like. He's had to. And then the last one, in the Nyingma, I was talking to people about how they use protector practice, the Deva, Guru Deva Dakini. And the Deva is very interesting because you, on retreat, you bring up your own negativities so that you can look at them and work with them and transform them. And that's part of your retreat. Now that's also really different from how we did Shugden in NKT. Like, didn't exist there, and I found that idea absolutely, for a start, the idea of going on a retreat, a 3-year retreat, because that also has only existed once in NKT and it doesn't exist anymore. I would really rejoice if the NKT created a very strong retreat, proper retreats, and liaised and connected again with the Tibetan communities. That would be a vision for the future. Thank you very much.
So the first question is, do you want to